It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
They'll go right back to it. Could be an alley. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On the option. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he can't hang on to... Ball, a big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised.
Here's a little room there. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
They'll go with Frazier. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's That's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Hands it off on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running the red zone, it's Frazier. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Grabbed on the outside, it's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. To the air, it's Hammond. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
As a defense, you get so excited with those third down stops, and you throw...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here's a give to Joyner. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He's going to let it go. He's got it way down the field. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're going to try to climb out of this hole going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility, just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Zips it out to his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with 1 play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
1 play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And they're not on the same page there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rushes on him.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldog. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Trying play action. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, here's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds a man by himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's what's so hard about playing this guy, man. It's not the first play. They defended the first play really well, but what does he do? He buys time, he scrambles. Now you start changing your routes. Defenders get a little bit confused. He drops it off, and he makes a big play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Georgia! He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night, the most impactful.
Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you'd like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. Next, it's time to pick your position. We've added 3 new positions this year: tight end, edge, and safety. So you have more ways to play the way you want. Next, you'll set your player's skills on the field. But first, you need to make your choice. Do you want to build your player's abilities from scratch or start with a template based on a college football legend? Choose the legend that you'd like to model your player after. Your player's height, weight, and physique will be based on the legend you choose. On the right side of the screen, you will see the max potential for each attribute. Once you set your template, you'll have the chance to reallocate the points and customize your player. The first step in building your player is setting their physique. As you adjust your height, weight, and body type, the maximum ratings for your attributes will change. Smaller players tend to be quicker and more agile, while bigger players are generally stronger and more physical. Pay close attention here, because your player's physique determines the maximum rating of your attributes and shapes the kind of player you can build. Here, you'll set your max potential by determining how high you can progress each attribute during your career. Your player's archetype and potential physical abilities will be determined based on your allocation of points in these skills. You'll have the chance to raise these attributes further by earning up to 25 cap breakers. These are awarded for accomplishing milestones like winning awards, setting records, or winning championships. set the mental abilities that tie into your academics, leadership, and brand. You can upgrade these by completing objectives, and they'll activate or deactivate depending on how well you manage your weekly agenda. Okay, let's review everything and make sure it all looks good. Once you hit that confirm button, your road to glory begins.
30. And first down for the offense. Quarterback is brought down and sacked. A loss of 6 yards on the play. Second down coming up. Touchdown, Renegades. Number 19 with the grab and the score. The running back carries the ball. Gain of 16. That's a first down for the offense. The first down pass to the back is incomplete. It leads to second down. The second down pass complete to the back. Loses 6. It's third down. The pass on third down, caught by the tight end. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. The first down pass complete to the wideout. Marked down at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down. The pass on second down towards the back is incomplete. Third down coming. Third down pass, complete to the wideout. Tackle is made at the 40-yard line. Brings up fourth down. They go backwards on the play. Big stop, and it's a turnover on down. Second down coming up. The second down pass, complete to the wideout. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Good enough for a first down. The first down pass, complete over the middle. Brought down at the 45. First down for the offense. The pass on. Gain of 10. And that's a first down for the offense. First down pass, complete to the back. He runs out of bounds at the 22. And a first down for the offense. The pass on first down towards the back is incomplete. It's now second down. Snap. 4th down. The deep pass on 4th down falls incomplete. Result of the play is a turf. To the wideout. Ruled out of bounds at the 32. Brings up 2nd down. The pass on 2nd down, caught by the receiver. Out of bounds, near the 32. That's a 1st down for the offense. Running back with the carry. Loses 1. 2nd down coming up. The 2nd down pass towards the receiver is incomplete. It's 3rd down. The pass on 3rd down towards the receiver is incomplete. The 2nd down pass, complete to the wideout. He's marked out of bounds at the 44. It's 3rd down. The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 on the play. 2nd down pass, complete to the wideout. He's marked out of bounds at the 44. It's 3rd down. The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 on the play. Orcas. Number 6 with the catch and score.
Here we go. Ready.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Second down coming up. The pass on second down, caught by the tight end. Gain of 6. And that's good enough for a first down. Run play for the quarterback. Pickup of 2. Brings up second down. The pass on second down was completed via the screen. Loss of 1 on the play. Third down coming. Quarterback with the carry. No gain on the play. Third down coming. The tight end, the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 39. Good enough for a first down. The throw ends up being a completion. Brings up second down. Ball carried by the running back. Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. It's third down. The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 14 on the play. The first down pass intercepted by the Packers. And they'll take over first and 10. The tight end, the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Second down coming up. Running back with the carry. No gain on the play. It's third down. Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 3. The pass on first down, caught by the tight end. Gain of 2. Brings up second down. The second down pass, complete to the tight end. Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. Third down coming. The third down pass, complete to the tight end. Martin out of bounds at the 33-yard line. First down for the offense. Quarterback is brought down and sacked. A loss of 7 on the play. Second down coming up. The pass on second down, caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 5-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense. The pass on first down, caught by the back. Marked down at the 26-yard line. Brings up second down. With the carry, it's the run back. No gain on the play. Third down coming. Tackle is made at the 39. It's third down. Tackle is made at the 43. And a first down for the offense. Running back, the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. Second down coming up. Out of bounds at the 35. That's a first down for the offense. The first down pass complete to the back. Ruled out of bounds at the 20. And that's good enough for a first down. The running back carry ball. He's marked down at the 16-yard line. Brings up second down. The pass on second down towards the receiver is incomplete. It's third down. 2. Second down coming up. Ball carried by the running back. Loses 1. Third down coming. Touchdown, Mustangs. Number 6 with the grab and the score. A loss of 7 on the flag. Brings up second down. The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 18. Good enough for a first down. The first down pass to the tight end is incomplete. It's second down. The pass on second down, caught by the receiver. Pickup of 2. It's third down. The pass on third down, caught by the back. He's going out of bounds at the 40. Brings up fourth down. The fourth down pass to the tight end is incomplete. It's a turnover on down. Running back with the carry. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Second down coming up. The ball carried by the quarterback. No gain on the play. It's third down. A loss of 8 yards on the play. The pass is complete through the air. Brings up second down. The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 20. First down for the offense.